All right, guys, welcome back to e-frag here for watching on YouTube. I'm here with Zonic, right after a beautiful, beautiful victory that you guys had, Astralis versus Dignitas. How do you feel after this?
I feel obviously great. It wasn't the best performance for me individually, but I don't care, to be honest. The victory is the most important thing, and I'm just so super happy that we could do this for Dupreeh and for ourselves.
And that's the thing, speaking of Dupreeh, for some people that don't know, Dupreeh actually last night yesterday had issues, and he has appendicitis. Can you confirm that he's okay? And
he is definitely okay. He has sent some pictures and we have a private Facebook group with Glaive, and he was like super happy, sending pictures of himself and just cheering for us. So we're all happy to see that he's fine, and we're gonna go visit him now.
And as a coach stepping in as a player, how difficult was it to get back into it, especially after an ordeal last night at the hospital?
Yeah, I came home around 1:30 in the night after being with Dupreeh at the hospital. Obviously, we didn't have time to do anything, prepare anything. We just met at the breakfast and then just talked a little bit. And then even in the freeze time before the match, we were talking about some strats. So I know some of our strats, but it was difficult because I know the pinpoint smoke and flashes for that Dupreeh throw. So it was difficult for me, and I just helped my teammates by throwing weapons for them and just assist them as much as I could. I called a little bit today so that Kerrigan could focus on his hop, so that was good.
Yeah, we saw that opping, especially when he was playing on Mirage. That was a fantastic fragathon from Kerrigan. As a coach in general, your job obviously sitting behind your players, helping them out. What are you really giving them as information during the game? How do you filter out the information?
Normally as a coach?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty much Kerrigan's assistant. Obviously he's the caller, but I help him call sometimes. I make sure, because we're trying to approach a more structured way of playing. I'm helping him with that, just to make sure that people fall back and do whatever he says. And then I just call sometimes. If I feel like, okay, I have a feeling that they're going to do this, then I just ask Finn, okay, I think that we should do them, being his right-hand advisor. And then motivational things, like pep up the guys and just tell them what they should do in different rounds. I orchestra some of our retakes and after plan situation, make sure that they cover all the right angles, and then I'm making some strats from home. So pretty much a know-all guy.
Basically, you just have to do all the work in the background and then feed it to Kerrigan, see how the teams work out. So Glaive, we spoke about him just for a second. Obviously, he's standing in here to play at the major. He's been playing pretty well actually in the past couple of days. What are your takes on switching him out with Cajun, with Dignitas, and now right before the major?
It has been obviously a bit difficult because we had ECS in London, so when we came back we only had 1 week before the major, so we could play with Glaive there. Kjavi was really good by coming to the boot camp and assisting Glaive, and because he was taking over pretty much all his roles, so that helped us a lot. But obviously it's been difficult, but we managed to actually play quite well during our boot camp. And then, last night the news that we got was just devastating for the team, and now we're just all the way up again. So.
Yep, and obviously we're watching the game. We're all set behind you. I think there was no less than 20 cameras right behind you guys. I was one of them. They're standing, taking the pictures and the videos, and everybody was jumping up and enjoying it. Very emotional, obviously, crying for a few people at the end there. But leads us to the next question. Tomorrow during the playoffs, you're going to be playing the top seeds because you made it through the lower bracket in your group. So you might be facing off versus teams like VP, teams like SK and Na'Vi. How are your preparations in general versus top teams?
I'm pretty sure that we're going to meet VP. That's been distant. But if we meet VP, they're legends, obviously. They're a really good team, and we are so underdogs against them. But in my opinion, I think that it's gonna be tough for us to win against them, and they are definitely favorites. If we meet a team like SK, I can't see us win, to be honest. obviously we're going to go for it. We're going to do all the things that we usually do and then hope for a miracle. So it's going to be difficult, but I hope that we're going to get VP.
And the fact that you're coming in with 2 stand-ins, does that, relieve the stress off of you? Because you're now in the playoffs, you're confirmed for the next major, which is awesome for you guys. But does that mean that you have a lot less stress on your backs to go through in the game? Just, play your normal game, maybe try out a few strats here and there?
Yeah, of course. Our main goal before, with Dupreeh and me as a coach and with Glaive, was to just get out of the group stages. So now that Dupreeh is not here and it's just me, then I hope that we can gain from playing without pressure and use it to our advantages against VP, and hopefully get a good start and maybe tilt them a little bit, and then we'll take it from there. But we have no expectations. We're just going to go out and have fun.
All right. So, of course, this is very important for you because moving on to the playoffs, it secures you a lot of funds as well through the stickers and such. How important are those things to maintaining the team? Because Astralis is basically a player-made organization. How do you keep this running through all of these tournaments too?
Yeah, it's difficult. Like a lot of things depends on us getting to the playoffs. We have investors coming down to watch us play on the stage. So obviously for us calling to them and say that they can cancel their plane ticket because we're not going to play, that would be devastating for us. And that is something that we had to look at if we didn't qualify. But now we qualified and they know our situation. We have contacted them and they know about Dupreeh, and they have no expectation from us. They're just super proud that we managed to go to the playoffs. So. And just the fact that we don't have to qualify for the next major. Like you can see teams like Envy and other big teams, G2, are out. So it's going to be one hell of a qualifier next year, or next major. So we are so happy that we have maintained our legendary spot.
And not only that, but you've inspired teams in even other games to go the same route. Like Reunited in Overwatch now have gone the same way. And they've made their own team basically off of the players, which is pretty cool. So Astralis, even in its first year, has already inspired people in other games as well. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. And it's like we are a player-owned organization. Everything is transparent. Everything that goes on, like behind the team, the player know because they own the organization. They even take some of the decisions, even about their own salary. But obviously they're not stupid, so they're not gonna just get tons of salary that would just bankrupt the whole company. So I can only recommend other players to seek this way.
All right. Well, final question, just something out of the blue. As a coach and ex-player as well, seeing CS:GO what it is nowadays, if you could change, 2-3 things within the game, what would they probably be?
With CS:GO?
Yes.
I like the more strategical part of the game. I remember in CS 1.6, where I come from, it was a lot about tactics and stuff like that. And I think with the nades, that you don't have the skybox, and it's a lot of fast-paced game. This CS:GO is. But I sometimes miss that it will be more tactical. I think that us, Navi, and SK are good at making it more strategic. So I like that, but I think that it will be more in the future. But sometimes I miss that. But other than that, I think it's a pretty decent game. And I think that the developers has listened to the community often and changes whatever the players want to change. Yeah.
And hopefully they continue with that. Obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
It's been pretty darn awesome having you here. It's really, really nice seeing Astralis moving on. Maybe someday you'll see the videos of everybody in the press room that was just sitting there and cheering. Our cameraman as well was pretty happy with it.
Oh, that's nice.
So thanks a lot, Zonic, for being here. Congrats. We'll see you in the playoffs. Hopefully you can make it through there. But all we know is that you are 100% confirmed for the next major. So there's more Astralis to seek in the future.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Pretty awesome game as well. Be sure to check out the VODs because that was the game not to miss, especially on Mirage. Holy crap, that was good. We'll see you soon and stick around.